Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight, I'm taking a look at the Marvel Select Guardians of the Galaxy Groot. Now, if you go back and check out my Star-Lord review, you'll see that I wasn't too happy with it. Maybe a little bit harsh, but you know what? I open these packages, and my first impression is what I try to catch on camera. And I stand by the review itself. Like I said, may have been a little bit harsh, but couldn't be helped. Emotions were high for a $20 action figure. But I'm hoping for better things with Groot. I also got Drax at the same time, but I want to focus on Groot. Like always, it's the standard Marvel Select packaging. Big ass window, you see the whole figure, you see the base, we see the clips in the background. Got the graphic here, and then again with the animated series, the faces kind of match up. I don't know if in the comic books now his face is animated looking like that. It looks like this, but then the body, you get, it's like sticks and twigs here, but plates here, like bark. But whatever, it's Groot. I'm good with that. On the back, we get a pretty picture of Groot, and we get the rest of the team right here standing straight up and down, which were prototypes. That's why they didn't put them like that. Get down here, you got all the legalese. And then on the side, got another animated picture. But you know what? This is packaging. Who cares? I want the figure itself. So I'm going to get this open and see what's going on here. And there we go, all out of the package. And I'm back on the train. This totally redeems this Guardians of the Galaxy team. I didn't like Star-Lord, but this Groot is so good that I'm gonna go back and either try to fix Star-Lord or just keep him on the stand, all loosey-goosey hanging from his back. The sculpt here is great. You have to really get in up close and see all the little sculpted detail. His head looks like bark plates coming up and around, but the body itself is almost like vines running down the outside of a tree down to the roots. Or maybe it's all roots all the way up to the head. I don't know Groot's exact composition, but to me, that's what this looks like, which is different from the Groots we've gotten, and that's a good thing. Seems simple, but there's a lot going on here. And then as far as paint goes, there's a base coat of brown. There's different shades, either darkening or lightening it, making the crevices, the roots, everything seem deeper. It's just a nice look overall. But the thing that catches my eye are the eyes. I don't know what it is about them. There's two tones of brown in them. It's kind of a dark lacquery brown underneath, and then a lighter brown on top of that, and then just two simple white dots for the eyes, and then a coat of gloss on top of that. And it just makes them seem really deep. Like Groot's a comical character maybe, but there's a lot going on behind the eyes. And I know that's getting a little bit philosophical with a $20 action figure, but I just dig the look here. Looking at just the head along with the eyes, it's kind of lizard-like. I don't know why I keep getting that feeling, because it's definitely a wood texture on top of it, but yeah, something lizard about it. And then on top of the head, instead of just being a flat top, there's like roots or new growth or something up in there. It's a nice little detail that's kind of hidden from the front. I didn't notice it until I got it out of the package. Now, if I had one gripe, it would be that it is a little bit cartoony. Well, two gripes. One of them is it may be slightly cartoony. The hands, a little bit thick, a little bit big, a little bit more human than what I would expect on a figure that looked like this, the rest of the body. And then back to the head, it's got some animation influence in there too. But overall, it's really dynamic looking. My other gripe would be double elbows. And that's not really a huge deal. We get double knees, which we'll go through here in a minute. And then get up to the elbows, they don't have quite the range of motion that I would like, especially considering the rest of the figure. And you can see in my hand, this is a pretty big figure. So I'm going to attempt to go through articulation, and if I miss some of it, you can tell me in the comments that I'm a dumbass. Now the head, I think, is a dumbbell joint, ball going up, ball going down, and there's a good range of movement. You get side to side, a lot of side to side. You get up good, down. Because of the design, his chin sticking down as far as it does, he doesn't look down as far as I would like, but not bad considering. Then of course you have swivel. Hinge swivel at the shoulder comes up to there. This joint is a little bit loose, it's damn smooth, but it doesn't fall under its own weight. There's a bicep swivel. Got a single elbow, goes up to about 90. Hinges swivel at the wrist, you get swivel. Then it hinges in and out. Then the torso, I'm guessing it's a dumbbell joint too. You get forward, which I would like just a little bit more range there. You get side, side. Not a lot of back, but I'm good with that. The hips, you have a hinge and a hinge. It hinges forward, about to right there. Hinges back, about right there. Hinges out, all the way. Got a swivel at the thigh. Got a double knee. Comes back really, really good. And when it's in neutral position, because of the sculpt, it's nicely hidden. I like that. And it's the same way with the ankle. The inside of that hinge joint is part of the sculpt. So you get down just a little bit, but up really good. And then, surprisingly, forward-facing pin for rocker. No accessories, but considering the size of the figure, I'm pretty good with that. But he does come with a base. And it's a nice base. It matches Star-Lord's pretty good, except you have some roots growing out of it. I'm guessing that's some Groot power coming up through the ground, this alien surface, whatever it is. And then we have another little bit of tech on there, some metal something. Now again, just like Star-Lord, it comes with these clips. You can put those right there, but I found it easier. Here's Star-Lord's base. You put these two together, it fits together really, really well. And you can see that those line up. You just put the clips on here, and when you clip them together, there's kind of a snap, so it seems like it's going to stay together. But because of how these clips are made, they come off pretty easy too, because when you pull here, they kind of spread out. So easy to pull off, but stay locked on too. And then you put it together, looks pretty good. You can see the Groot piece has a little bit more brown on it, so the greens aren't really consistent piece to piece, but really, that's just me digging really, really deep. And with the other two pieces, this is going to be a pretty big base. For comparison, here he is with the movie Groot. And I thought the movie Groot was pretty big. It was a nice Build-A-Figure for what it is. But put it against the Select Groot, and there's no contest. Sure, the Select Groot doesn't look like the movie, but it's one hell of a Groot. And then here he is next to the Star-Lord, just to give you a side-by-side. Again, I got to keep the Star-Lord on the base until I do some fixes, or he's just staying on the base forever, whichever. But at the end of the day, I really, really, really dig this Groot. It is so expressive, and there's so many emotions to be expressed. Yeah, the face doesn't change and all that, but you kick his head to the side, you're going to get bewilderment. You kick his head forward, kind of a running pose, you're going to get anger. Standing there all cool-like. And with the feet the way they are, and the legs, and the body, and the articulation, everything together, it's solid. It's really solid. You can just pretty much throw it down and it's standing up. Even if you only do Legends, if you have that Entertainment Earth 5-pack and you have the other figures, you could pretty much replace that Groot with this one. And I guarantee you, you will be happier with it. It's just going to look great in either the Select display or your Legends comic display. It's not a replacement for the movie Groot, but having them side by side earlier, I'd like to see Marvel Select take on the movie Groot, the first movie. Full-on, full-size kick-ass Groot. Because that's what this is, a full-on, full-size comic Groot. It's just hand candy. You can tell how much I like it by how many different pictures I took here at the end. I can't wait to open Drax and get the rest of them, get them all together, especially Rocket. I want to see what the Select Rocket does with this Groot, how he is, how it looks together. Come on, Mailman, let's get on the ball. So if you like this review, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.